Don't forget to show your work. You can't create in secrecy forever. It's time to show your work. So, you've started creating something special. I don't know what it is. Maybe you write, you paint, you build things, you make music. Whatever it is, you've been working away in your spare time and you're actually getting pretty good at it. But there's only one problem. You aren't actually showing your work. Or maybe you kind of share it with a few posts or a blog on social media, but you aren't actually promoting what you do. In fact, you're scared of self-promotion. You hate it. Will they laugh at me? What if they judge me? What if I lose my job because of this? Ouch. But those fears are all made up in your head. That's the voice of resistance. We've spoken about that before. It's trying to keep you safe. So why risk sharing your work when you can play it safe? Well, there's plenty of reasons. Say you wanted to move on from your current job. Imagine you'd never had to create a resume and apply for a new job as your next boss had been happily reading a newsletter. Or say you're finishing university but you aren't sure what to do next. What if you shared your thesis online and it led to the next project opportunity? Or what if you lost your job in the current market downturn, but you bounced back because you had a powerful network of allies who are familiar with your work already? Or say you started spending the weekends on your creative side hustle, and within a year, you built an audience that could support a modest living. All wonderful outcomes. But there's one catch. That will never happen if you don't share your work. It starts with you having the courage to put yourself out there. No risk, no reward. It's time to start showing your work. Who knows what the possibilities could be? Your work is more powerful than you think. Today's source of inspiration is Show Your Work by Austin Kleon, which opens up with a quote. Give what you have. To someone, it may be better than you dare to think. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. I love this quote. It basically highlights that we shouldn't sell ourselves short and hide what we have to share. The knowledge you have in your head just might change someone's life. It might save someone's life. And I don't really say that lightly, but how often do you hold back from hitting the publish button when your inner critic tells you, don't share this, it's terrible. Shut up, nobody cares. You're a phony. Hell, I'm even doing this right now as I talk into this camera. But I know better after doing a year's worth of newsletters, so I do it anyway. A trap of knowledge is we forget how valuable it is when we first earned it. It's no longer mind-blowing to us. It's become second nature. Something seems pretty standard now that might have been groundbreaking to someone else. Are you old enough to remember those magic eye books? Once you see something, you can't unsee it. Your discoveries may be just what someone needs. So back to Austin. The lone genius. Cleon talks about how the lone genius is a myth. We often think of creative geniuses like Da Vinci, Mozart, or Einstein working away alone in their lab, but actually, they were part of a culture, a scene at the time that led to a flurry of ideas and collaboration. They copy, steal, and support each other in a way that leads to a greater whole. Cleon mentioned how the musician Brian Eno calls this a scenius. Nice word. Here's the quote. Scenius doesn't take away from the achievements of those great individuals. It just acknowledges that good work isn't created in a vacuum, and that creativity is always, in some sense, a collaboration, the result of a mind connected to other minds. Austin Kleon. I see this now in the creator economy, particularly with my focus on solopreneurship and one-person businesses. As I'm diving deep on some influential creators I often talk about, such as Dan Coe, Justin Welsh, and Kieran Drew. Let's recognize that this is a genius in our moment in time. 5 years ago, those creators didn't exist online in their respective domains. Not many people were talking about the creator economy or solopreneurship. The buzz, hype, and collaboration of ideas weren't what it is today. So you see what I mean here? There's something that you're interested in and you're tapping into a scene in one way or another through the creators you follow, the niches you're interested in, the books you read, the YouTube videos you watch, and what you talk about with your friends. That's likely something special happening at this particular moment in time, and that is your opportunity to grow. You are not some lone genius. So you create, but you need to interact and share your ideas to get better. Creating is not antisocial. Even for introverts like me, I am learning this. We must collaborate and connect with other minds to reach the next level. The good news is that you don't have to be a genius to make an impact. I know I don't feel like a genius. I'm far from it. But this concept is exciting in the way that the tide rises for all boats through this creative collaboration. It's not about how talented or intelligent we are. We all know plenty of smart people who never go far because they fail to build the relationships necessary for success. I've certainly seen a lot of that during my time when I worked in organizations. The people who go the furthest are the ones who speak up, they build relationships, and they collaborate. So apply this metaphor to your creative endeavors. It's not about trying to become a genius, but rather contributing to a scene, starting conversations, adding value where we can, and making those connections that push us forward. Another quote from Austin: "We can stop asking what others can do for us and start asking what we can do for others." So what genius are you contributing to? I bet you're already contributing in some way. Maybe you aren't giving yourself credit for it. But if you feel stuck, well, that's no excuse. We live in the age of the internet where everything is at your fingertips. All you have to do is follow your curiosity and dive down some rabbit holes, follow what resonates, locate your heroes, find your tribe, start contributing, talk about what you care about, share what you know, get feedback, iterate, keep going. This boring process will leave you beaming with creative ideas that inspire your best work. Reflection. So, what work is it that you're hiding? Is there something that you spend hours on but nobody knows about? And so, what's getting in the way of you sharing that work? Uncover the genius that you're part of. Who are you following? What are you consuming? Remember, you aren't a lone genius. So who is one person that you could reach out as a potential collaborator in the next month? This connection might just change your life. And so today I'll leave you with a quote to ponder, another one from Austin Kleon. The best way to get started on the path of sharing your work is to think about what you want to learn and then make a commitment to learning it in front of others. Find a genius, pay attention to what others are sharing, and then start taking note of what they're not sharing. Be on the lookout for voids so that you can fill it with your own efforts, no matter how bad they are at first. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for joining me on this first long-form YouTube video. I know I'm very much an amateur, but I'm confident I'm going to get better over time. And so I'll be excited if you join me on this journey. If you want to hear more from me, what I'm up to lately, subscribe to my newsletter, My Creative Calling. You can find that on my website at mattkhead.com. And I look forward to churning out some more videos for you. Don't forget to show your work. Cheers.